What's up everybody, Ben White here. Welcome to Tactical Fellowship. The purpose of today's video is to show you how to fit an ESD Magwell onto a G19. Reason why this video needs to be made is because ESD's website stipulates that this will fit on Gen 5 Glocks, but they take the time to single out the G19 as needing a little extra love. So can a guy like you and me do that extra love in order to make the ESD Magwell, which is oh so pretty hot and cool, fit on your G19 Gen 5? I reached out to them and said, hey look, I have a Dremel that makes me a gunsmith. Is that all I need to get this on? They emailed me back, if you got a Dremel tool and some sandpaper, you should be good to go. So I bought with confidence. I got the Magwell. The packaging is super dope. They do a good job with their display. Got it on, was really nice. And then I understood why you needed to do some fitment on this, because as it was, a standard magazine with nothing in it would go in just fine, but it would not eject just fine. It would occasionally eject, but it would not freely fall from a handful of different angles. The ESD, as you slide it on, it slightly pushes in, creates two hot spots on this side and this side that need to be brought in just a touch so that the magazine is doing what it needs to do freely. It's really right inside the grip's angled magwell portion itself, where it goes from angle to the straight wall up. So it's that moment right there that you're going to round out a little bit, as you can see right here. I thought maybe I'll just use a tiny little jeweler's file to kind of just take a little bit of material off, and that was not enough to get things done, and so I went back and forth on that for a bit and decided to give that up. I didn't want it to take forever, and so I graduated up to some 220 grit sandpaper. I wrapped that around the file and I started doing what I do. As you can see here, I am just gnarling this thing up, and I do not care. I want equipment on my gun, not a perfect looking gun, and so do not care that I have sandpaper going all willy-wiley in there. That's just the way I roll. The thing with the sandpaper, I did get enough material off in order to get the magazine to start freely ejecting, and that was great until I put a fully loaded magazine in, and then all of a sudden it was back to square one, and that's when the Dremel tool came out. The fully loaded magazine must push out or bow that magazine oh so slightly, and that was enough to make it so that the magazine would no longer now eject no matter what the angle was. And so I busted out the Dremel. I used a sandpaper bit. Guys, I don't know what kind of bit this is. Just look at it and eyeball whatever you got in your toolbox and just start going to work. I'm using that at a low speed because I don't want to go nuts, and so I do suggest you start at a low speed and work your way up so you don't accidentally remove material that you can't put back after you've done what you need to do. So I worked on this for a little bit until I finally had enough off. And guys, I'm not really talking a lot of material. You can see right here, I'm kind of brushing both sides, not a whole lot. And then I got it so that the magazine was falling freely no matter which way I was angling it. And that's really what you want. After I was done, I took the time to put a little polishing Dremel on there. I have no idea what this is, but just look at it and I just will gently go over that to make it a bit smoother and finish that out. So you can see in here, it is definitely homebrew, but now my ESD Magwell is working as it should. Everything is falling out of the gun as it should. That makes me a happy camper. So that's really what you need to be prepared to do if you want to get your ESD Magwell onto your G19. Hopefully this helps you avoid some trial and error, because I didn't find any videos on the internet that helped me do that, so thus this video. Well guys, that's all I got. I hope that's helpful to you. As always, ride fast, shoot straight, and we'll see you next time. No, don't head off right away to get your Dremel tool out. I need you to stick around just for a second so that you can hear that I am on Twitter. It's tons of fun. It's where I say things I don't say on YouTube. Alrighty.